You know, something that I realize now is that I'm not the same person that I was when I first started making sales content 2 years ago. I just rewatched a couple of my videos, and I also privated some because I wasn't particularly proud of them. I know I can do better. I know I can do more and provide even clearer and more value in the videos that I created when it comes to succeeding in remote sales. But I wanted to come on here and be vulnerable for a second and update you on where I'm at in my journey and kind of reflect back a little. But first of all, the reason for my absence, why I haven't been posting, is that I just prioritize other goals that I want to accomplish beyond spending time on making sales content. I am climbing ladders. I am leveling up. I'm always seeking out new ways to level up. I'm always learning. I'm never standing still. I always want to do more, be better, be more. I don't know, because I'm practically moving away from high ticket closing content. I don't know what this channel will become other than documenting where I'm at and sharing lessons and what I've learned. And if I'm not posting about high ticket closing, I'm not sure. But sharing this, my single aim, that's been my single aim for a very long time, ever since my first ever sales job, is to become a weapon for any business looking to grow. What a businessman who I respect told me, I'm becoming a revenue bazooka, a revenue weapon, right? But I could make content around that, but that wouldn't be sales content for an individual, but it'd be sales marketing content for a business. And I'm always gonna aim for higher levels, right? Being an incredible asset for a business looking to grow. I have the focus, I have the drive, I have the vision, I have the purpose, I have the alignment, I have the network and the alliances to keep advancing and keep climbing. And I want to see what happens if I put my all into it. 100% commitment, 100% dedication, and just bet everything on this and climb as high as I can. And it's been hard getting back into content because I've never felt this focused in my life before on just climbing, learning on this specific thing. And on this specific thing, there's nothing really a part of it saying that I need to create content, right? So a combination of that, if I were to look at what I was doing at my first sales job, because when I had my first sales job, I never posted content. I was just grinding away. And the level of focus now is what I connect to my first sales job. Because at that time, I was very focused as well. I was only waking up, putting my head down and grinding away. And we all know what that brought me. The level of success. Because I've made a video talking about this. What I have achieved so far in remote sales or something like that, right? And I go through in a very detailed journey what I've been able to accomplish as a 20-year-old, right? 0 to 7K a month. I'm sitting here reflecting over the entire thing, but one thing I'm sure of is that I'm moving away from high-ticket closing content. I'll most likely post more for businesses, sales and marketing, because that's where my focus is. And if I'm documenting my journey, that's where I'm going, right? But one thing I can say though, to circle back to remote sales, because it's been very impactful, sales really changed my life. I'm not even gonna downplay it. It changed my life. And the thing is, I'm not even the best salesperson. Like, this is not a video where I sit here and tell you I've been in sales for a decade and sold millions and made millions. I've not made millions. I've sold 2 millions, but I've not made millions. I've done sales for 3 years. It's not nearly enough time to master sales, I know that. But I've learned a lot of the basics, fundamentals, and mindset to carry that with me in other areas of life. And to give you an update on where I'm at, I started university this month. That's why I'm at this new place. I do work projects on the side in marketing and sales as I'm studying, and then I'm building a business on the weekend, right? So there's a lot of things, and now I'll try my best to post content. I started in sales when I was 19, and as of currently had my last sales job at 22, so last year. Well, 2 years ago. And since then, I've pursued a combination of sales and marketing ever since. So since 2023. I don't regret my time in remote sales. I highly respect it, honestly. It wasn't all sunshine and rainbows. It can be wonderful and it can be stressful, because sales can be soul crushing. Gotta be transparent here. Sales can be soul crushing. Quotas, investors, you go a week without booking a call and now you're in your head, closing a deal within 2 weeks, 3 days into the month. I know there's like so many mental beatings, like you're eating shit every single day and so much more. But and this is what I've noticed, once sales clicks, it's gonna change you. Not only change you, yes, you will sell more. You will probably sell higher deals as well, like higher value deals, and become overall a better salesperson. But it's also going to change you on an individual level. And I would even say the transformation I've had as a person through my sales job has been the biggest impact on my life. What I mentioned before, right? I've learned to eat shit, right? You build thick skin through making calls, outbound dials every single fucking day, 6 months straight. That's all you do. You wake up, you do your routine, you make 100, 200 dials, you do some admin work, you do your tracking, and then you clock out. And the same thing happens the next day. So you learn to eat shit, you build thick skin, because you for sure gonna get some fuck yous and hell no's and don't fucking call me again, and there will be responses like that because of our job. But through persistence and slumps, there are light at the end of the tunnel. And something that I bring with me on every single day now as well is the law of averages. Focusing on finishing daily activity at your lows and riding the momentum on your high days, because you will just knowing that future events, your results will be balanced. The perspective of being able to zoom out and look at things on a weekly perspective, a monthly perspective, or a quarterly perspective, other than the day-to-day, your results will likely be the same. Like the low days, you probably think to yourself, you suck. But in reality, at the end of the week, it balanced itself out and you had a really good week. So just focusing on your activities when you're not feeling that good. And then when you are feeling that good, you ride the momentum. But other than like these small principles that just helps your mindset, I've noticed that I've been more confident in both in my actions and in my speech. The habit of consistent learning, continuous learning, never stops. And better communicator, better leader, high EQ, empathetic, active listening, listen more than you talk. That's another principle that I take with me. And another big one that I've used a lot, not used a lot, but it's like one of those things, right? When you create relationships, you ask questions, you dig deeper. Is what they say really what they mean? Bunch of small details like that make a real big impact on, first of all, how you carry yourself, and second of all, how you present yourself, right? And me starting uni, I'd say when I was 18, I was a shy and awkward kid, but now through sales and building up my confidence, being able to approach people, socialize, be welcoming and inviting, it really helps you kind of build a circle and expand even further, like your network and alliances. Has been the biggest impact on my life, the transformation. Obviously, yeah, the skill is great. The skill is gonna help me as well. But when I look at like transformation as a whole, me as a person has probably been the biggest thing. But that's it for today. I'm gonna figure out what kind of content I'll create. I just wanted to come on here and give you an update on where I'm at, what I'm doing, and what's been happening in my life so far. And I'll keep making content somehow.